Test, test, test. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. If y'all didn't check out that Sunday chart analysis yet, make sure to check it out. We've got a couple searches we're looking at right now. Make sure to like the lives. Y'all hop up in here. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, y'all. We got a few setups we're looking at right now. Sounds good. All right. Appreciate it, Brandon. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start breaking some stuff down. And then, of course, y'all hop in late. Y'all can just rewind our view to the internet. So we got a couple stuff we're looking at. We're going to be looking at possible NAS100 buys right here. Probably be looking to see if we can hold this level of support. We failed to do so on Friday. But if we can hold 21,740 as support, we're going to be looking for buys going back up to this level here at 21,815. So let's watch right now to see if we can hold that level of support. I might adjust the stop loss, but I am doing a little bit of wider stop loss just because it is Monday and we got to see the volume's going to pick up in order for us to bring these levels to the left. Because again, we go back into the bigger time frame, you can see here that we're really struggling to push back to the upside, right? Versus down here, we was having a little bit of cleaner, higher highs, but when we got back to this level of traffic, when we first made those all-time highs last year, for the first of the 10 we were starting quarter one. We're kind of just showing right here. Same thing with gold, right? Just all-time highs. It's that range, barely touching it, reaching all-time highs again, but also still holding the bullish momentum. Brings you a sense of view, right? So that's what I mean by all the charts follow the same rules and scripts. It's not a coincidence that all these charts are super choppy, struggling to make these higher highs, or in June's case, so struggling to make the lower lows. So we was talking about GN sales in the Sunday chart analysis as well as we talked about the night sales last week in the same bubble. It's a little too low for me to personally enter, but like we talked about in the Sunday chart analysis, if we can hold 24.50 as resistance, we can look for sales going back down to the lows here at 23.90. We're also watching GU doing a nice retest. I want to see if we can hold this at support. I do like this retest it just did right here. All right, so we're gonna hold this level of support here at 35.65. We can look for the exact same trade set that we took on Thursday with the meetings. We got a couple setups for benefits. We're just waiting for volume and our confirmations to be met. You guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. Drop them in the chat. You already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. I got a fire video lined up for y'all today on YouTube. Y'all definitely want to watch it. So make sure to have y'all's noties on. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I got some new videos lined up for y'all this week as well. What's going on, Vi? I see you up in here. What's going on? What's going on? Those just joining the stream, you have not entered this trade yet. This was the trade idea. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we can need charts, drop them in the chat. Oh, that was from that video I made earlier. I was like, what the heck is that doing? We got a new 5-minute that popped up. We're going to wait to see how this next 15 looks. And we're looking at a few setups right now. So we don't chase trades over here. Right here. I like this retest. Right here. I'm not in this setup right here. I'm just watching this still though, because this was what we was looking at and talking about the Sunday chart analysis. Started to move a little bit before we went live. So I'm just watching to see how it's just playing out. Right now, we're really paying close attention to GU and we're looking for buys on these two setups right here. Which time frames do I use to draw the support and resistance lines? I go over everything from how to read the charts, my exact strategy, how to mark off my key price levels for these blue and gold lines, and the Playmaker University, y'all. So if y'all do not know what comes all with the Playmaker University, is not just a trading strategy. Everything to be successful, not just engage, work on stocks, forex, options, futures, works on crypto as well. And this is the same exact way and things I use to give you all the accurate projections of stocks and cryptos. By the way, I got some videos lined up for y'all this week for stocks and cryptos. I got y'all. But you can see this here on May 22nd, or if you watch any like the last 3 or 5 videos, watch the last 3 minutes, I go over all the details. But with the Playmaker University, you get access to how to read the charts. You learn how to identify the key price levels, how to enter and exit trades, a scalping strategy, speaker buy and sell in the strategy, trade psychology, how to deal with wins and losses. You get the price action, technical analysis playbook for free, as well as you get the trader's mindset, master psychology, risk management playbook for free. That goes with better manage risk, master discipline, how to never go on account again, learn how to trust yourself while staying cool, calm, and collected. You also get access to the student group chat and literally daily analysis of setups, right? And again, I've been calling out like all the plays and stuff that's been going as projected. Not only do I teach you how to read the charts, but I give you my trading strategy, but y'all get daily analysis and setups. So not only do you learn exactly how to trade, but I also give you setups to look for every single day. And literally most of the setups, especially last week when I was projected. So yeah, click that link in the description and then you can join that right there. So we got geo retesting again. We're looking to see if we can turn this level from resistance to support, right? If we can, we're gonna look for the exact same buy setup we caught on Thursday. All right, this 15 just popped up. Let's see if we hold this low at support. Let's see what NAS is up to as well. So GN is still pushing, but besides GN, again, we're just 15 minutes into London session. Again, we know what our game plan is. We don't control the markets, so we just have to patiently wait for the price to meet our confirmations or not meet our confirmations. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep an eye on G right here. If NAS does break that level, I do got an alert. So we're just gonna watch this right here. No problem, no problem. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Also join the free student free Telegram. If y'all have not watched the Sunday chart analysis, y'all saw what happened last week. That for those that didn't watch the Sunday chart analysis, majority of the charts went as projected. As far as how we did last week, the win streak continues. Knock on wood, right? But again, losses are part of the game. The only reason why we have such a high win rate is because again, we are literally going for only A+ setups, which means high probability, high quality setups. So only time we lose a trade is when one, a reversal takes place or the trend changes, right? Or if there's a lack of volume and we get wiped out because price is consolidating. But it's never because we went for the wrong move. Literally, you can go into the free sitting room and look at any of the losses we took, and you'll see that that's the case, right? But as far as last week, Monday we caught 25 pips, was a 1-1 RR. Tuesday we caught 36 pips, was a 1-1. Wednesday we caught 52 pips, was a nice 1-3. Thursday we caught 46 pips, was a nice 1-3. And then Friday, 119 was a beautiful 1-6 RR. So that's exactly what I was talking about And this week's Sunday chart analysis, like I talk about every week, how Mondays and Tuesdays are typically the slower days out the week because, markets are opening up. We're waiting for volume to kick in. And we can literally see that with the trades we took, right? Monday and Tuesday, they didn't hit all the TPs. But then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we hit more TP. Well, Thursday and Friday, we hit all the TPs. I don't think we hit the final TP on Wednesday. Let's find out. All right, so we hit TP5 on Monday, TP4 on Tuesday. Oh, yeah, so we did hit the final TP on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Right, but Monday and Tuesday, we only hit a couple TPs, right? Then the week before that, we went 4-0. So that's kind of how we're doing so far going into the new month. And then if you scroll down to, let's just go to it really quick. June 2nd, you can see how we ended last month. We only lost one trade last month. It was a 95% win rate with 19-1, catching 33,162 chips. Again, literally everything is dated, timed, and documented. We go live every single day, giving these projections out. Literally can't make none of this stuff up. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When you're looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. Make sure to like the live, y'all, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We just hit 3,000. Where are we at right now? Hold on, phone. Where are we at? Let me see how much we're at right now. We just hit 3,600 subscribers. Let's get to 3,700, y'all. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. You'll see that scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Instagram, Playmaker_Wade, TikTok, _Playmaker_Wade_. Got some videos lined up for y'all today and this week, as well as I got a new video dropping for y'all today on YouTube at the beginning of the New York session. Oh shit! Oh, I appreciate that, Tammy. Yeah, you became all right. So I'm gonna have to make some videos for y'all. Though. I got you. I'm gonna make some videos lined up for y'all today this week. Then. All right, so I ain't gonna lie. I'm sure I can do anything. But since you just joined, I can't not do anything. I got you. I got you. I got some videos lined up for you this week. I appreciate that though. Now there are some old videos that are still valuable to watch on there, but I do got some videos I can do this week, some more up to date ones. But while we're chilling here, make sure to explore the playlist, y'all. There's a few playlists on this channel. Yes, we mainly focus on day trading, but I want to also show y'all, like I always talk about, especially in the TikTok lives, that this isn't just a day trade. Like what I mainly teach isn't even the strategy, right? Obviously, I teach a strategy because we take trades and shit. But what I mainly teach is how to read the charts, and I debunk a lot of the myths and shit that goes around day trading. But I'll also show you that when you learn this skill, you can literally use it on anything investing wise, which is why I started making the crypto and stock analysis. So make sure to check out the day trading tips playlist. That playlist got a bunch of videos going over day trading tips, like how to read the charts, trade psychology, trading plans, all that good stuff. Then make sure you watch the trade breakdowns playlist. There's over 100 videos of back-to-back trade breakdowns, different buy setups, different sell setups. All are trades I personally took, as well as with the members and students in the Advanced Play Signal and Playmakers University. Then, of course, we got the crypto stock playlist. I got to do an update though because it's been a little minute. I got to do an update. But if you watch those, you'll see that literally everything was as projected. But it has been a little bit of like a couple, 2 weeks to a month. So I do got to make some new videos updating you on the cryptos and stocks. But I got those videos lined up this week for y'all. All right, so G was doing the retest we're looking at. So I like this right here. So we might jump in this in a little bit. I like how this is looking right here. Again, you want to enter buys off support, sells off resistance. This is why you don't breakout trade. Imagine you would have went for a buy here, would have took unnecessary loss. Imagine you would have went, oops, always dropped something during the strip. Imagine if you would have went for a buy here without waiting for the retest, you would have unnecessary loss, right? And then if you're on a smaller time frame, you're trying to chase price, you would have fell victim to a fake liquidity sweep. So this is why I always talk about the flow of price, but why I always talk about we want to not just see price break a level, but hold as support, hold as resistance. That's why I always use these arrows to show y'all visibly, as well as describing what I'm talking about all the time, right? But again, we see here price rejected this level. And now we're about to see if we can hold this level at support. If we hold this level at support, we can look for the exact same price that we took on Thursday last week. So that's what we're looking at right here. Again, we are bullish, but like we talked on the Sunday chart analysis in the beginning of this live stream, we've been struggling to really make a new higher high, right? We see here that price is broken past 35.65, but it's really failed, especially in the bigger time frames, to hold that level as support. You see what I mean? So that's what we need to see happen this week. Now, again, there is no news today. But we do got a couple bank holidays. We got a Euro bank, we got France and Germany with some holidays, and then we got a Swiss franc holiday. New 5 minute gotta pop in a little bit. Yeah, but I like that. I like that retouch right there. NAS rejected. Again, another way don't break out trade. Imagine would have went for a buy here, or took unnecessary loss. You went for a buy here, you can draw down, have potential risk of taking an unnecessary loss. Right. Again, with trading, that's why I always say we're chilling, patiently waiting. Because with trading, you don't need to be in a rush to jump in the trade. That's not the purpose. You shouldn't be in a rush to throw your money into the markets. So that's what we're doing. We're throwing our money into the markets. So like I always tell the members, if I'm going to throw my hard-earned money into the markets, I want to be as confident as possible that this trade is going to go my way and I'll make some money. You get what I'm saying? I like this right here, bro. Got a new 5 minute about to pop up in a second. I like this right here, though. Yeah, we rode the entire G wave last week, though. Let's see what they got in store for us this week. All right, looks like NAS is about to try to push up again for us. I don't like that stop, but I might make it a little tighter. I'm gonna figure that stop out. I don't like it's a little too wide. I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. All right, new 5 minute popped up. I like how that retested. Right, and again, you see it went from resistance to support. Now we still gotta take out this mess to the left right here. But y'all see what I be talking about. Just like right here. See, our price broke this low but failed to hold that support. Versus here, it broke that level, then turned it into support. It's like gold is trying to push back up as well. I mean, you could look for buys here, but I'm not going to look for buys here on gold personally. Because again, I'm not too concerned with trying to catch every possible move. Again, I want to only go for high probability, high quality setups. Like there's moves all the time that I see that I could go for, but I don't go for. Or I wait for another move because again, this is all about probability, right? You don't. There's setups all the time, everywhere. You don't want to jump to every setup. All right, that thing's pushing nicely. Let's see what we got going on up in here. How do you get your small charts on the side of your trading view? Are you talking about my multiple different charts? You talking about this? Let me know. I know I'm a little late to your question. Are you talking about like all my other charts like this? if you're talking about how I get my charts like this, what you do is you right click your tab and then you go to the bottom and it will say it will say turn on vertical tab, right? And then it'll go for your tabs being at the top to the side. So that's how I get that. I just literally had just multiple trading view tabs open, right? So I just, you know what I'm saying? Just type in trading view. Drag the thing over, and then I got another chart. So that's what. So if that's what you're talking about, that's how you do it. If that's not what you're talking about, let me know what you're talking about, and I got you. Yeah, I like this right here. So we're gonna see what this next 15 looks like. So obviously it doesn't skyrocket away and stays in this area. We might jump into that because I do like how that's looking. Right? That's 100. We zoom in a little bit. Again, look how price is reacting to this level. This is why we enter and exit off these levels. So again, we don't want to enter buys off resistance levels. We want to enter buys off support. It's like we want to enter sells off resistance levels, not sells off support levels. Right? See how price rejected a level, blew through it, turned it to resistance, did the drop. Same thing here. Blew through it, turned resistance, did the drop. That's what we want to look for. Let's see what this next 15 looks like. Oh, you use Chrome? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't use Chrome. Oh, so Chrome can do it? I didn't know that. But yeah, that's it. That's because I used to like look at my old live streams for like 2 years ago. We used to have them up top, but it just seems cleaner and easier instead of going all up here, just going down like that. And again, the reason why I'm not in a rush is because just look at where price is at. If we would have entered at 3 a.m., which would have been this candlestick, and if we look at price right now, are we missing anything? No, we're not missing anything. You know what I'm saying? Now, It was different. It was like a lot of volume, but again, so that's why I'm not really in a rush because I understand the more you watch price, the more you understand that there's only when it's like a lot of volume that price is going to, or if you're trying to only catch like a 5 pip move, where price is only going to be doing these big moves, right? Because like if I'm going to a smaller time frame, and this is how again people get caught in these fake outs and liquidity swings because they try to do everything on smaller time frames, right? Like this move looks huge right here. It's easier on like if you're on your broker, you really know what I'm talking about. But like we look at the price right here, like this move here, this wasn't even this was literally just 11 pips, right? But we're on like a 15 minute, you look for a similar move, but we're on a 15, that's not even a crazy move, right? If we're on a 15, that same exact move we just saw, which would have been like something like this, right? It's a way bigger move. Especially when you're not on like a chart like GBPUSD. But I do like this right here. We do got the retest. Whoops, almost dropped my phone. We got a little bit of work to do. I need to get this time frame off the chart now. But I do like this right here. Again, we have to break this resistance level here for the uptrend to continue. That's the only thing. But besides that, I do like this setup right here. Looks like Nas is about to try to do a move too. So again, looks like the markets are waking up. GJ still trying to figure his life out though. Yeah, I like how both of these are looking. New 5 minute about to pop up. All right, we just broke the level. Let's see if we can hold and maintain that. Yeah, so I like how GU and NAS are looking. Again, if NAS100 can hold 21,740 as support, we can look for buys going back up to here at 21,815. And if GU can hold 3565 as support, we can look for buys going back up to 35.95. That's what we're looking at right now. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When I'm looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. New 15 about to pop up in a little bit. Let's see what this next 15 looks like. We got a new 15 about to pop up in a little bit. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When you're looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal from Telegram. I've seen your screens how it did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. I'm just trying to wake up a little bit. That's like you as well. So we're gonna see this next 15. We're gonna see some action this next 15 going into the new hour. Yeah, I like how this is looking right here. I like how that's looking. GN still pushing to the downside. Gonna bring this value down here. GJ. Yeah, I'm liking how these are looking right here. Yeah, and there goes now. Yeah, both of these can break these highs that they keep on rejecting. We can see some nice moves get made this week. Nice is already pushing up right there. I want to see G wake up too. That's some good pressure. GJ, we're still going to be looking for buys, right? We caught this nice buy setup on Friday to wrap up the week. We're going to be looking for continued buys from GJ as well. You can see here, kind of like with all the charts recurring thing, we're struggling to make new higher highs and new lower lows. You can see here, GJ hit these levels 3 different times, but rejected and failed to hold it as support all 3 times. So for uptrend to continue, we need to hold 195.95 support. But not only do we need to hold that support, we need to break past that to make a new higher high. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking for today. So obviously it rejected that level last night. So we're going to be looking to see if it's going to retrace back down to 195.35. And if we can hold 195.35 support, we can look for buys going back up to here. All right, so that's the game plan with GJ. What do I think of psychological levels? Excellent question. And I'm going to answer the same way I've answered that before in the past. Give me 1 second. All right. So if you just hop into Google, it says psychological levels are significant price points that traders use to guide their decision making, often driven by emotional impact these levels have on market participants. These levels are typically round numbers. So basically, it's just another term that someone came up with because people just come up with the same shit, just different names for it, right? It's just like support resistance, supply demand. It's the same exact shit. Just like liquidity is the same thing as consolidation, is the same thing as sideways market. But depending on who you talk to, they're gonna act like those are 3 completely different things, right? It's just like uptrend, bullish, downtrend, bearish. It's all the same shit. Now, the reason why I don't like the psychological level is because again, only thing that's psychological when it comes to trading is you entering buy, sell, exit, entering trades, right? And holding trades. That's the only thing that's psychological, right? Of course, you know there's things in between that like risk reward, how much you're risking, all that good stuff. But the levels, right? Because it says are significant price points that traders use to guide the decision making, often driven by emotional impact these levels have on market participants. That doesn't make any fucking sense, right? It doesn't matter if I feel happy, glad, or sad. Price is going to react this way no matter how I feel, right? Even if I didn't know about these levels, before I even figured out these levels, price moved this way, right? So again, that's just another thing people came up with to try to explain. Doesn't need another explanation, right? Price moves. The only thing that moves price is the script and algorithm and volume, right? Volume is what's needed to break through levels, and continued trends, but the key price levels will hold or break and continue to push price to the upside or downside. So then that's just another way of saying support resistance, but it has nothing to do with how we feel with the markets, right? There's no levels on the chart that's affected by how the fuck we feel. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really like all this terminology. That's why I don't really use all that terminology, because it's unnecessary and it confuses people, especially new people. Right? Only thing I use that's popular, uptrend, downtrend, support resistance. You know what I'm saying? All that other stuff is just nonsense, really. But yeah, that's what I think about psychological levels. GN's kind of doing the same thing, just the opposite direction. And then Nash just broke this level right here. So we're gonna see, like I said, we might see some action going into the next hour. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. I'm not even being funny. I need you to spell all that stuff out, because I have no idea what you're talking about. I have zero clue what you're talking about. I'm not being funny. So if you could, I know what OB is. I'm pretty sure you're talking about order block, but all the other shit after the word after, I don't know what you're talking about. So if you could spell all that stuff out, and I got you. But I genuinely don't know what that is. All right, so I know you're saying, bro, is that order block. I don't know what you're saying after that. Speaking of which, though, make sure to click that link in the description. Actually, I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Get the best creative book in the game, the price action technical analysis playbook of stocks, futures, options, and crypto. This book is going to show you literally how the charts work, not no patterns, not no candlesticks. But I show you literally how to understand what's happening and taking place at all times. I go over the rules of the uptrend, rules of the downtrend, what needs to happen for the uptrend to continue, what needs to happen for the downtrend to continue, signs of reversals, trend continuations, and much, much more. So make sure to click this link right here. And you can get that, or if you are a Playmaker and Playmaker University, you can get that book for absolutely free. So we got a new 15 and 5 minute about to pop up for a new hour. Might see some stuff wiggle. We usually see some volume kicking up 4 a.m. We're going to see if that's going to be the case today. NAS did just break through this level, so again, if we can maintain the hold 21.73 as support, we can be for buyers going 21.815. With y'all, then we see GU still respecting holding this level as support. And then we see GM hour. Also, make sure to hit that first link in the description on the free seminar, free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Make sure to watch the Sunday chart analysis. Like always, the Sunday chart analysis goes over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but it goes over what we see price doing throughout the entire weekend. So make sure to check that out. Let's see what this next 15 minutes like. All right, so NAS is still pushing. I'm gonna wait for a retest on that though, and then G is still chilling right here. So even if I want to jump into G, I might do that though. And then G is still pushing. So this would have been a nice move to hop in on, but again, this move I hourly for one this session. More people do about that. So as far as G is concerned, if it doesn't retrace, we're gonna look to see if we can break the support level here at 23.35 and turn that into resistance and continue subsequent 23. All right, y'all. Again, we do got a couple of bank holidays, but we don't have any high impact news or something volume in our confirmations too. I got a new video dropping for you at the beginning of the session today, so make sure you look out for that. Keep a close eye on GBP. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer though, y'all. Again, if you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. When we're looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. We're gonna be on for a little bit. Yeah, that would have been a nice ass trip. So we can put this. This would be a nice move if we can do it though. I don't know if it's gonna do this full move here. Even if it goes halfway, it's still a nice move too. And GM fucking tanking, man. So again, Monday and Wednesday last week, Monday and Thursday last week, rejected this level. So if redemption and continues, we need to break and turn this level into a resistance. And again, you see price has struggled many times to do so. So we're gonna see this is the week where we can finally break out of this mess. I like how G was looking at there. Oh snap! All right, we're still here. I don't know what just happened. But I think we good. Yeah, I don't know what just happened. Beautiful job. One thing that helps me that helped me, I don't really care anymore, but back in the day I used to, but what helps me with like not falling for FOMO as much, like especially with a setup like this. Now in this scenario, me chasing the trade would have played out, but again, where a lot of people mess up at is they keep on chasing that, oh, it can do this or it might do that. But you have to sit back and think about it, which explains why you don't need to be rushing to the setups. Like I talk about all the time, the goal isn't to catch every candlestick. The goal is to go for high probability, high quality setups. So yes, I chased the trade. It could keep on going. I could catch the rest of the move, but there's also a very high likelihood to retrace back to the entry point and all that other stuff. That's how people always end up, blowing half their account in 2 days. We're just chasing price all over the place, up and down. And then again, we just had a great week last week. I won like a 10 plus trade win streak. We had a great month last week. So there's literally no reason to kill any of our profits just doing dumb shit. That's what it is at the end of the day. Like, when you really sit back, and I'm gonna talk about that in the video I got dropping later on today. So I'm gonna shut up about that, right? Because I got a video dropping later today. I ain't gonna say too much about that. Just make sure I have your business on and be on the lookout for it. But yeah, this is about to pop up. So again, if y'all missed the live, make sure you rewind to the beginning. We had some good questions asked. We broke down a lot of stuff. And of course, make sure you hit that first link in the description. Watch the Sunday chart analysis again. Monday is just starting. So the only chart that's really done anything from the Sunday chart analysis is GM, right? That's the only chart that's really projected right now. Everything else is kind of doing retracements. They're trying to do some retests right now. So make sure you watch the Sunday chart analysis. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since y'all joined. If you guys got any questions, you can contact me directly. Y'all can DM me on TikTok or Telegram. I respond to all messages. If you want to follow my exact signals I take and the trades I take every day, or my exact trading strategy, hit those links in the description. Or become a Playmaker University. And yeah, we'll be back at the same time tomorrow for any session from UST.